Hey everyone, it's Wendy and this is where I live. I live in Australia, and see that red dot down the bottom, that's Melbourne, but I live quite south of Melbourne in a place called the Mornington Peninsula, and that's, well, a little bit north of the Mornington Peninsula. So that area encompassed by that red line is what's considered the Mornington Peninsula. It's the part that juts out from the mainland. So that blue dot, that's me, and you'll see that that's the entrance to the bay, and where I catch the ferry goes from Sorrento across to Queenscliff, and then I go down to my friend's place. So what I wanted to show you was on New Year's I actually drove home around the coast, and that car accident was just the signature on the contract of me not continuing down the freeway. So I started at Portsea and went all the way around, and I think I'll just let the videos do the talking. It's just beautiful.
I wanted to explore why things were given their names. So the first one I had a look at was Mount Martha. And Mount Martha wasn't originally settled. It was going to be Balcombe for the name of the creek that currently runs behind Mount Martha. And the Balcombe family settled there, and for those who are locals, they'll know that they're the owners of the Briars. And the Briars was a homestead until 1974, when it was classified by the National Trust, and it's now an educational facility, a resort. My son actually had a school camp that went to the Briars. But that doesn't answer the story about Mount Martha. So Martha Lonsdale was the lady's name, who it was named after, and I can't find anything out about her except that she was the wife of the first police magistrate for the Port of Phillip. And this was the entire municipality, covering most of the eastern side of the bay. And what was really interesting about the Lonsdales was that Captain Lonsdale was in company with Napoleon. They were given quite a number of things and developed quite a collection. And that was handed down through the families all the way to Mrs. Mabel Brooks. And the collection was on display in her home until 2014, when it was moved to a safer location. So, Martha Lonsdale, I don't know who you are, but thank you. The countryside is beautiful. The other one I wanted to look at was Oliver's Hill. Now, Oliver's Hill wasn't always Oliver's Hill, although it was named after a fellow by the name of Oliver. It was originally known as William Davy Hill, or Old Man Davy's Hill. And Old Man Davy lived in a wattle and daub hut at the top of the hill. And there was a fellow by the name of James Oliver. And he was a keen fisherman. He was also a carpenter, but he was a keen fisherman, and he used to moor his boat at the base of Oliver's Hill. And his cabin was on Oliver's Hill itself. And he would watch out for schools of fish, and he always knew when to take his boat out fishing because of the vantage point that he had at Oliver's Hill. Now, it's a really steep hill, and there are houses nestled on the hill, and they decided at the turn of the century that that was a really great place for a quarry underneath all of these houses. And so they started to extract the granite that was underneath. And of course there were landslides, and it made Point Nepean Road, which is now Nepean Highway, made it impassable. And so they set up in the 1930s an erosion board where they built the wall that's currently blocking what used to be the quarry, with Point Nepean Road next to it. So the wall is designed to stop landslides. There's also another wall that's recently been built actually along the side of Oliver's Hill on the other side of Nepean Highway. So we haven't seen any landslides for a while, but James Oliver, thank you very much for fishing there. And if you're enjoying the videos, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a video. And this particular scene that you're seeing is the sunset from Oliver's Hill. So once again, thanks James, and thank you for watching. Bye.